Ever since I was a strapping young lad, I was always a fan of the Dragon Ball movies. You had bangers like Cooler's Revenge, Dead Zone, and BoJack Unleashed, and Bio Broly's trash. What am I talking about? Aside from Bio Broly, most of these movies are really good and introduce a lot of new cool characters to Dragon Ball Z, which are non-canon for the most part. But the new movies are actually getting a lot more love than the old ones. And I agree with that. I mean, these movies are more stylistically different and have been taking bigger leaps in animation than any other Dragon Ball movies. And, I can see why people would choose these movies over the old ones. But the movie that revolutionized Dragon Ball Z isn't nearly as talked about. That's right, I'm talking about Battle of Gods, the most goated Dragon Ball movie of all time. I mean, this movie is probably the most influential Dragon Ball Z movie of all time. It introduced Beerus, it basically started a new anime, and it changed the way Dragon Ball fights are animated. And the writers actually cooked up when they made Beerus. Like, he was a real threat. He was beating up on Super Saiyan 3 Goku like it was nothing. He had Goku looking like Vegeta against any Dragon Ball character ever. Speaking of Vegeta, when I saw him doing this dance for Beerus to stay calm, I mean, that's how you knew Beerus was actually serious. This was also the first piece of Dragon Ball Z related media that actually released when I was a kid. So it was really special when I got to see Goku go Super Saiyan God, because I knew that I just saw this and it was during my time and not during the 90s. And shout out to Boo for being fat as hell, because without him, we wouldn't have had Super Saiyan God Goku. I mean, imagine if the whole movie was this scene. It was just Beerus, beating up on the washed up Z fighters. So shout out to Majin Buu, bro. Shout out to my GOAT. So Goku and Beerus start fighting. Anyways, what I gotta say is that I love when people fly. I mean, flying is so cool. You can see it in Invincible right here. Just everything is shot so well. And I think that's what the movie does. The movie uses these dynamic camera angles that have never been seen in any other Dragon Ball fight. And wow, it just works. It really makes you feel like you're in the fight and you're experiencing firsthand instead of being in the movie theater. It makes you feel like you are Spider-Man. Too bad the animated didn't take notes though. I'm genuinely befuddled from how you go from this, one of the most well-choreographed fights in possibly all of anime, and also one of the most dynamic fights in all of anime. I mean, just look at how this camera moves. Look how they move through the sky. It's insane. This has never been seen before in any type of Dragon Ball media. I mean, look what they did to Goku here. He's so not serious. Like, his entire world is at stake. His friends are on the verge of dying. I mean, Beerus could just destroy the world right now, and he just seems like he wouldn't care. I get that Goku is only wanting a fight, but, seriously, bro, this isn't Goku. This is not Goku, and the anime does not do a good job at adapting this movie. I mean, let me just show you this clip from the movie. It's like a night and day difference.
I will not let you destroy my world!
I really like Battle of Gods, and I think it's the best Dragon Ball Z movie ever. I think without it, we wouldn't have, MUI, Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power, all that nonsense without this movie. This movie was super influential, introduced a whole new character, a whole new universe, and a whole new storylines. But other than that, I think they should have stuck to that movie format. I think Dragon Ball Z should have just been movie after movie after movie instead of a series, because I didn't really like Super, the show, and I think the way they did the arc, this Battle of Gods arc and the Resurrection of F arc, was really bad. It looked bad, and plus the storytelling was bad, and it was super boring. I mean, I just really couldn't stand it. I was so bored throughout that entire period. I think the Super anime picked itself up pretty decently well afterwards, and I thought the Tournament of Power arc was pretty okay, and I like Jiren, obviously, but that's just my opinion. I don't think the anime is needed, but it was cool to have. But that's really it. This past month I've been a little busy. I finished up my wrestling season, and we're also making a Battle of Gods parody. So I just want to play a clip really quickly. This is just a test clip. It's not really finished yet, and the audio isn't really mixed all that well. I really don't mix audio for my videos that well, but I think for this one we're gonna go all out. So we'll just cut to that real quickly.
I will not let you destroy my world!
So yeah, that's all for the video, I guess. Nothing much to say, but stay halal, stay out of trouble, and Eid Mubarak.